Happy New Year. It's Tammy, your friendly neighborhood blind mouse who likes to babble about technology with a long overdue video. It is literally New Year's Eve. My friend just left about an hour ago, and I was looking at my latest new toy that I just picked up when I thought, you know, I'm gonna do this video because, well, first of all, apologies if you missed my last video where I mentioned I was probably going to be taking a little bit of a break. I've actually been away for almost a month, just came back, and came back about a week and a half ago, almost 2 weeks, no, it was about 2 weeks ago now. And, but I was like sick the whole time I was away, so I had a cold, not 1, not 2, not even 3 weeks, try 7 weeks. This coming Wednesday, it'll be 8 weeks since I got the cold, and I still have some remnants of it left. So yeah, it's been an interesting 2 months. In addition to traveling, another delay in the video whole process was the day I was leaving to go overseas. I had the brilliant idea that I was going to do a video for you guys all in one day while leaving for the airport. I was going to do the video, which I did the video. I got it all recorded. I got it 3/4 of the way edited. And then it dawned on me, oh yeah, it's going to take me like at least an hour for the computer to render the video. That's converting it from the RAW file to the MP4 file. Then it's going to take at least an hour, probably more, to upload to YouTube, at which time I will already be in the air. So I'm like, that is not going to work. So I didn't get the video done. And then the plan was, I'm like, okay, I'll get it done for you guys when I get home. Well, I got home to the news that my best friend was robbed. So I thought, you know what, I really should encrypt my external hard drive. So I went and did that, no problem. And then I discovered that El Capitan, as well as I believe Sierra as well, have issues reading certain types of external hard drives that are encrypted. I'm like, oh my God. So the video I did for you is locked on my encrypted hard drive along with everything else I had on it. I cannot get at it, even though it knows the password. It just, after I enter the password, it says, it can't read this file. I'm like, bite me apple. Then I decided to pick up a new toy because on a whole other unrelated note, in the summer, I decided to get a Bluetooth keyboard to go with my iPad, thinking that would be the more economic route rather than getting a laptop, because I wanted to be blogging more. I wanted to just be able to type things up and be more productive while on the go and whatnot, etc., etc. Well, I'll do another video on the experience of the Bluetooth keyboard, but let's just say, even though it's an awesome keyboard, I find that even with the keyboard, the iPad is not the productivity device that I hoped it would become with the keyboard, at least not for somebody that uses the new zoom or magnification feature in iOS. If you've ever tried to edit something lately with iOS, especially with the crazy autocorrect that iOS has got going on right now, I'm like, this is not working. So I actually wrote a long review about my trip I was just on to share with fellow fans of the band that I went to see. And it took me like a day to go through and edit that review, and I still need to tweak a few things. It just took hours. So I'm like, oh my God, okay, so I'm like, this iPad's not gonna cut it for this. So I was bad, and I actually went and got a new laptop, because my actual laptop that I haven't used in ages and years is like it's 13 years old this month. Is like an albatross. It's like way too heavy. It's probably like over 15 pounds or something stupid like that. I'm like, okay, this is, and plus it doesn't run anything other than XP. Like it's a dinosaur. So I'm like, okay, I give in. I tried to go the frugal route. That's not working. So, and I just realized I'm cutting my head off, all the joys of low vision filming anyway. Yeah, so I broke down and I decided to get a refurbished laptop. I thought about getting the latest MacBook Pro, but even though I do have one UFC, oh my God, I don't even like wrestling. Where'd that come from? I have one USB-C device, my Google Nexus, but even so, I'm not ready to have all USB-C ports yet, which is what the new MacBook Pros have. I also went and checked out the new Touch Bar, which even though their website says it has support for voiceover, I am not convinced for the Touch Bar at all. I wasn't willing to pay the premium price that they have for that. So I decided that I would go with instead an older model of the MacBook and get it at a reduced price. And I actually saved quite a bit of money with that. So my video today, besides being kind of a little blog saying why I've been away for so long, is I'm actually going to show you my newest toy. So let me just cut to that now.
Low on vision, high on tech. Circleoftheblindmice.com.
Okay, so here we are with my latest new toy. I decided to pick up a refurbished 2015 13-inch MacBook Pro with 16 gigabytes of RAM, 1 terabyte SSD hard drive, and it's 3.1 gigahertz. It's got the old MagSafe connector so that if someone trips over your cord, your laptop's not going to go flying off the table. It's got the wall plug-in as well as a regular power cable. So this is kind of a semi-unboxing. I was too excited when I came home, and my friend came over tonight to celebrate New Year's with me, so I had like 2 years to play with this. Pardon me, 2 years? I mean, I had 2 hours to play with this. Except for I got stuck on the voiceover tutorial because admittedly I tend to use voiceover more on my portable devices such as my iPhone, iPad. Don't really use it so much on my Mac. I tend to use the speech feature on my Mac instead, where I highlight the text and get it to speak it that way. But I decided, since I'm going to be going through the setup with small text, I might as well go through the voiceover tutorial. So I went through that, and only to discover that after I was back in the setup, the voiceover for some reason wouldn't come on, even though I went through the tutorial. So I don't know what I was doing wrong. I'm gonna have to play with it a little bit more. I did unbox it already, but I've only unboxed the laptop part, but I put it back in just to kind of show you what you get. So anyway, I was really impressed with the presentation. I mean, it's Apple, so of course they're gonna have a good presentation. They rebox it, they make it look like it was new. Sure, I only have 5% vision, which has gone down from the previous 6% that I stated last eye doctor appointment. They mentioned that I'm now 20 over 400. I used to have 20 over 300, so not too worried about it though. I think it's just old age, and it's such a fine difference. You all know how it is, right? You go into the eye doctor with that little chart, and they're like, "Which one's better, lens A or lens B?" And I'm like, "Hell if I know. They look the same. I don't know. I just pick one." And last eye test I was 20 over 400, so basically that converts to 5%. So anyway, point is it looks good to me. I can't see any scratches on this thing. I looked at it with my magnifying glass a bit. I couldn't feel any scratches, so really impressed with the quality. Like it doesn't feel like it's refurbished. It feels like it's new. Let's hope it functions well though. Well, we'll see. I have 2 weeks to return it if there's a problem. But anyway, let me just unbox it. And then for those of you who have a bit of functional vision, excuse the half peeled off nail polish. My sighted friend did my nails for me while I was away, and I only just picked up nail polish remover today. So if my nails look a little bit crazy with like purple and pink nail polish and half of it peeled off, that would be why. So, but like I said, I'm being lazy tonight because it's New Year's, and I'm like, I want to get a video up because it's been forever, and I'm sure you guys think I left the planet. Anyway, here it is in all its glory. It's the MacBook Pro, and when you open the box, basically they have it sitting on top just like this. The only difference is the plastic, and it comes with this lovely. So yeah, sorry for the fellow geeks out there. I'd love to hear that peeling of the plastic. Sorry, I don't get to show you that on this one, but it actually didn't have quite the feel as I'd hoped. Some of them you just peel, it has that nice sound, but it was like wrapped all around the computer. I'm like, where the heck do I unwrap it? And it was like, oh my God. So anyway, yeah, it didn't quite have the effect I was hoping for. And I thought I would be able to take this out with one hand. Apparently not. I guess I should have used the stand. Oh my Lord. Oh, that's because I'm trying to take the box out of itself instead of the computer. Oh my, help. Okay, my computer is now stuck in there. Just one moment. Probably going to end up dumping everything. Help! Okay, I got it just by my tip of my hand. Oh, no one else going back in. One moment. Technical issues here. Excuse my messy table. Like I said, I'm being really, really lazy. I'm not even using my external. I'm just doing this all on the phone tonight. Okay, so this is the MacBook Pro. Before I drop it, let me just put it down off to the side. Hopefully I'm not scratching it all up. All right, so in the box you get, let me see here. This, I believe, is the MagSafe adapter. And this is how it comes bunched up here. So let me just see if I can slide this thing off one-handed. That's gonna be interesting. See, I was waiting for you guys before I actually took the cords out, just so it looks as close as possible to the original presentation. Come out, come out. And I can't see what I'm doing through the camera. One moment. Okay, there we go. All right. So I believe this thing here magnetizes to the side of the computer. If someone trips on your cord, this just drops to the floor instead of your computer dropping to the floor. So that's the MagSafe cord. And we have usual documentation, which is going to be a pain to try and take out with one hand. Let's see. Ooh, what's this? Oh, that's a cleaning cloth. So it comes with a cleaning cloth. Apple stickers, I can feel that. Another Apple sticker, I think. Oh, no, that looks like it's got words on it. No, that's okay. That's the sticker. That's more stuff that nobody ever reads. And this is more stuff that no one's ever going to read, so never mind. All right, that can just go over there off to the side. Then we have this, which is your power brick. Holy crap, that's a huge power brick. That'll be fun taking on. Okay, this is why people get laptop bags, because you have to carry this around. Good Lord. Okay, so it's got tape around it. So like I say, they really do make it feel like it's new, but it's got the tongs that you can fold down, so that makes it nice for traveling. And of course the tape is preventing me from sticking these way out. But you know, you've all seen and felt a power brick before. It's just a really, really giant power brick that's only a little smaller than the Apple TVs right now. It's a really, really big. For those of you that can't see what's on the screen here, it's a really, really big power brick. It's like, it basically eclipses the palm of my hand. So pretty big power brick. And other than that, that is really it for what's in the box. Let me see where I can put this without throwing stuff on the floor. One moment. All my stuff is taken over my kitchen table. So this is the MacBook Pro. And before I show you that, I'm going to show you one other thing. And actually, as you see, it's of course in the bag. Actually, you know what? Never mind. I'll show you that later. I got a hard shell cover for my MacBook Pro. And of course, it's in my favorite color, purple, or one of my favorite colors. I got several favorite colors. So, but yeah, this is the MacBook Pro. The last year's model still has the lit up Apple. So when you turn on, or when you open the screen, actually I'll show you now because the computer's actually already on. I don't know if you can see. Let me just quickly go and turn off the kitchen light. Just 1 second. That might show up a little better. So here, I'll turn it off one. So it turns off when the screen turns off. So there, the logo's just white. And then if I open it, there you go. So it just went on. And so let me go back and turn the kitchen light on. Just one moment. Excuse my messy table. Okay. All right, so before I actually show you inside, and I suppose for my fellow geeks, this is probably old news, but if you're thinking of getting a Mac laptop, they are pretty pricey, so I suggest going refurbished. I hummed and hawed, and I decided to go with refurbished just to save myself quite a bit of money. So, okay, so on this side here, I can't see where I am. Okay. On the left side of your computer, going from left to right, or if you're looking at this on the side of your computer, it will be going from back to front. So that is starting with this port here. So this is your power port where you would attach your MagSafe adapter. You've got two Thunderbolt 2 ports. You have got the USB port, your headphone jack. Yes, go figure, there is a headphone jack. And yes, as you can tell from my nails that are no longer purple, I am inserting this because I totally screwed up the ports the first time around because it was all new to me. So now we're on the right-hand side, and this would be going from back to front, or in the screen, I'm going to go from right to left. So starting from the right, you have got your second USB port, you have got your HDMI port, and then you have the SD card slot. Other than that, those are the only ports, which actually is a lot more ports than what you get on the current 2016 MacBook Pros. On the front, you have a little indent here where you can actually use it to open up your MacBook Pro. On the back, there are no ports whatsoever. It's just pretty much a blank slate. And on the bottom, you've got the 4 feet and grips that stop your laptop from sliding off the table. And as well, you have got your information about what model you have. So say MacBook Pro and all this stuff that's in microscopic print that I can't read without my magnifying glass. As far as the inside of the MacBook, let's just open it up here. You've got your standard keyboard, full-size keyboard with a nice trackpad, which is a nice size. It's smaller than the 2016 MacBook Pro trackpads, but personally I find this size is just perfect. It's a lot nicer than the trackpad of old that I had on my old PC laptop. And then on the screen here we have got actually this video in progress that I'm working on, and I'm just inserting this little edit because, like I said, I totally screwed up all my all the ports on the machine here, so just wanted to correct that. So far I'm really loving editing on this MacBook Pro, finding it's working really fast and responsive compared to my iMac, which I have for my desktop, which is working pretty good, but I'm finding this is actually just a little bit faster, so it's really nice to edit on. And also one other correction I did want to show you. Let me just close this here. Earlier in the video I had said that this was your power brick, which it is, but I mistakenly said that this thicker cord here is your MagSafe. I got that backwards because again, this is what happens when you watch sighted people's videos and you get confused as to what's what in the video. So this is why I like to do these videos, because I can see other people kind of making the same mistake, and I actually almost broke my adapter here because I got it confused visually. So I did want to actually insert this little bit for you here. So this is actually an extender cable. So you don't necessarily need to use this, but if you find that this one is not long enough for you, you can actually use this. So I had said erroneously that this is the MagSafe. This is not the MagSafe. This is the extender cable. This actually, it's your power brick, but it's also your MagSafe. So you've got actually, there's these 2 little excerpts that you can wrap this cord around. So let me just unwind this cord. All right, so a couple things to note, as I did mention earlier. You've got these tongs here that you can flip out, so you can flip these in and out while you know, if you're going to be traveling or stowing this away in a bag, you can flip this down and makes it for easier traveling. The other interesting thing about this power brick is, and by the way, this cord here is not detachable from what I can tell. Yeah, no, this is definitely not detachable. But on the sides of these, you're going to find there's a little line right here and a little line right here, kind of looks like a little square. You can actually lift up and lift up, and it creates these little handles here, which you can then use these to wrap the MagSafe cord around it for easier stowing. So that's how, when I first showed you this just now, this was all wrapped around. So that makes it a lot easier to pack that away. The other nice thing, excuse me, I'm putting stuff right in front of the camera. The other nice thing is on this cord, there's this little plastic piece. Let me see if I can get it in focus. You can use this little piece to, you wrap around the cord, around these 2 little handles here, and then you take this piece and just sort of push it, and push one of the other cords that's already wrapped around. You just push that, and then it will hold this in place so that your cord is not going to come undone while it's stowed away. The other cool thing, now half of you are probably going to lose this, I lost this a half a dozen times, but I keep finding it, is there's a little plastic shield over top of this, which you can leave on when it's not in use, so that you can protect it. And it's just, I don't know how well it's going to show up on video. Let me put it against the power brick so you can kind of see a bit of contrast. So it's really, really teeny. So like I said, half of you are probably going to lose it, but I find it's nice for putting on here just to keep dirt and dust out. I have several fluffy creatures in my home myself, so I like to keep that on just so the dust and hair stays out of there. Now, the reason why I almost broke this, I'm just trying to remember what the heck it was I had done wrong with this. It had to do with trying to figure out how to put this together. So there, oh yes, how to attach this extender cord. So you've got this piece, and I was like, well, how the heck do you get this in? So this part where the tongs come out, you can actually detach that. So you've got to sort of push down and push out. So sort of down and out. So let me just see if I can do that on camera without breaking it. Okay, oh, so yay, it came out. So it came out really nicely. So you put that off to the side. So this is if you want to attach this extension cord. So you've got this little piece here. Now, the thing that I had trouble seeing when I was watching the sighted person's video on this was how exactly he got this into this. So what I'm just trying to think what I mistakenly did. And oh, I came so close to breaking this on the first day. I was freaking out going, oh my Lord, it was stuck and everything. Okay, so what I had tried to do was basically what I had done was I had just pushed it in there like this. So let me just zoom back out a bit. So I had taken these knobs here and tried to just push them into these connectors here. Well, you do need to do that, but before you do that, actually, it's really, really simple. But again, if you're visually impaired and you're watching someone else's video that's fully sighted, they don't really explain that, right? They just do it and you're just like, okay, how did they do that, right? So what you've got to do is, and again, let me excuse the jiggling of the camera here. You basically kind of got to put it in, so you got to kind of slide it on first. So you kind of got to get it so it's in this track, so to speak. So you take it on the side, on the corner here. Gently push it into the grooves, push it forward, and then it just pops in like that. So don't just try to stick the knobby parts into the holes. That sounds also kind of wrong, but anyway. Don't just push it in. You've got to sort of, I guess the best way to say it is you got to sort of slide it in first. And I'm sorry, I really should have done this with my monopod. This would be so much steadier. Hopefully I'm doing an adequate job of describing this for you. So I'm going to try and show you one more time. So again, you just slide it in on the grooves and then push it forward. Don't just rest it on top of here and push it in, because you're going to get it stuck like this. Like I had it stuck on an angle. These were still, they went into the holes, but then it was stuck on an angle that I couldn't do anything with it. So yeah, learn from my mistakes. Hopefully you will have a much better time installing your MagSafe adapter. And then once you're ready to take it out, just place your hands on each side of the cord. Put your thumb on the base on the side here, and your fingers just by the groove that'll be kind of where it connects to the power brick, and just sort of press down and press out. And then you sort of push forward with your thumb to sort of propel it off of the power brick. And then you take this, here's your original tongs that I showed you that can stick out, and you just basically insert this the same way. So get it in those grooves, and let me just show you the grooves real quick. So there's kind of like, not even really grooves, but it's kind of like a groove. I guess it's going around this thing here. So, and then you've got this little sort of horseshoey type thing here, which is what this round bit goes around here. So again, you just take this. So much easier when you have two proper hands and not a phone in your hand filming. So just get it around that, and then gently push forward, and there you go, it's back in, and you can take your tongs out like that. And so for those of us that still use the old cameras or like any phones that have the SD card reader, like my Note 4, which I do most of my filming on, actually has an SD card reader, that card slot is an important slot to have. For those of you who just do everyday computing and aren't really recording a lot of videos or don't have a phone with an SD card reader, that might not be so important for you, but for people that do any kind of YouTube content creation on a phone that actually has an SD card slot, or if you're filming on a camera, on a digital camera, those still use SD card slots. So that's another reason why I decided to go for the older model. After faffing around with the with a voiceover tutorial, I finally got all my settings. I had to do with my computer glued to my nose and my magnifying glass, because after the tutorial, like I said, I could not get the darn voiceover to work. So I'll have to play around with that some more. And once I master that art, I can do a tutorial for the rest of you. But meanwhile, I find the trackpad is almost kind of slow. It's like I'm having to swipe 8 billion times just to get to the end. And then when I do swipe, it jumps me way the heck over. So yeah, I am converting this to using the mouse as quick as I can. So against my better judgment, I decided to pick up the Magic Mouse 2. I find people either love it or hate it, but I really love the Magic Mouse 1. And I know it's got the stupidest design ever with the charging port on the freaking bottom of the mouse. So when you're charging the mouse, you cannot use it while it's charging. I'm trying to undo this wrap. One single hand is not working so well. Anyway, yeah, so against my better judgment, I got this because I'm like, well, there was a Logitech alternative which looked really nice, but it has mixed reviews. And I I have small hands, but I have long fingers. So I actually really love the Magic Mouse. It fits my hand size perfectly. Whereas the Logitech Ultra Slim Touch Mouse is like half the size of the Magic Mouse. And to me, that just sounds like a hand cramp waiting to happen. So even though I liked everything I heard except for the size of the mouse, and the Logitech one actually allows you to flip between two different computers, but I still have my old Magic Mouse. It's just dying. It's like the bottom plate that holds the batteries in keeps falling off, and I keep having to fight with that. And I'm also fighting with this Magic Mouse box. So yeah, I decided, oh, whatever, I'm just going to get another Magic Mouse. Expensive though it may be, but I really, really love that Magic Mouse. And once I find if you fall in love with a Magic Mouse, going back to another mouse just doesn't even compare. So I'm like, you know what? I'm going to give it a try. If I really hate it, I can always bring it back to Apple. So yeah, let's see. Oh, wow, it's not even upside down. Okay, so yeah, rather than the usual, here used to be the battery plate where you would remove this to get the batteries. Now you just got your optical scanner up here. Little nice Apple logo, your little track rails here, whatever you call them. And then here is the lightning cable to charge it. So like I said, you can't use this while you're charging it, but it's supposed to last you about a month on one charge. The charge takes about 1 to 2 hours. However, you can actually charge this for I think it's like about 1 minute and get like an hour's use out of it. So you don't have to charge it for an hour to be able to use it. If you're doing some work, you can charge it for a minute or so and get quite a bit of use. Now, some people have talked about connectivity problems with the Magic Mouse, with the Magic Mouse 2 rather. However, I have read that it's actually only compatible with, what the heck, El Capitan and above. So basically you need a El Capitan or a Sierra to have this function properly. So I don't know if the people that have been having problems with, some people have talked about connectivity problems and things like that. I wonder if those people are actually using an older version of Mac OS, and that's why they were having problems. So I'll let you know how this works out, but that was my little unboxing of the Magic Mouse 2 as well. And you know what, I'm still here, why not? Let's just make the video even longer, because everybody knows how I suck at doing short videos, so why not keep the tradition in the new year and make this video even longer? For those of you who have, for some strange reason, have missed hearing me babble. So excuse me, this is about to get really blurry and shaky because I'm holding the plastic with the phone and trying to take this out of the bag. Oh, good Lord. Sorry, people. Okay. And I'm probably dumping stuff on the floor. Now you're looking at my nice floor. Okay. So this is from iBenzer. It is a soft, they say it's a soft shell, but it's really kind of hard. It's like, it's a lightweight plastic. It is fairly hard. And it goes over your MacBook. And so this is semi-transparent. I'll hold it up to the light so you can see. So that's with the light in the background. This is the ceiling without the light. So without the light, with the light. So you can see that the light will shine through. So that's actually going to make the Apple logo shine through on the back. And then the bottom, now I haven't put that on yet because apparently it's very hard, can be hard to take off once you get it on. So I wanted to wait until I showed it to you. Then it comes with, and have I lost them already? There's, oh, here we go. There's little white, these are the little feet that go on the bottom of that, and they're already on, but these are replacements in case you have any issues. I believe this thing is a keyboard cover. I haven't had a chance to really play with that on this, but apparently you're supposed to be able to just rest it over your keys and then kind of mold it to your keys. I don't think I'm going to use that, but I'll let you know if I change my mind. Some videos I saw made it sound like it was supposed to create the color of the keys, like make purple keys or something, but I don't think so. I mean, like I said, I'll have to play with it. These are just instructions, which I probably won't read. And then this is the base of it. So it's got these grills on the bottom so that the computer can breathe and so it doesn't get so hot. So you just put this on the bottom, and here are those white feet I was talking about. So it helps raise it off the table a little bit, and then you've got this. So this basically just snaps on. So the bottom plate I hear is very easy to remove. Top plate, not so much, which is why I have not put it on yet. I wanted you guys to see the MacBook Pro in all its glory. So yeah, that is pretty much it. I'll have to let you know how the Magic Mouse works on this. Oh, it looks like it signed me into some stuff already. That's exciting. I haven't dealt with mail. Really, all I've done is set up the computer, enter my iCloud stuff. So, but yeah, so that's the MacBook Pro 2015, a year after the fact. So we'll see how this goes. It's been 8 years since I used a laptop, but really looking forward to being a little bit more productive and not being chained to my desktop all the time. So we'll see how this goes. If there's anything you want to know in particular about the MacBook Pro 2015 model, let me know in the comments below. Did you by any chance pick up or get for Christmas the latest MacBook Pro with a touch bar? And if so, what do you think of it? Have you been using that touch bar with VoiceOver? What do you think of that? Like I said, I wasn't so convinced by the touch bar. I find that with the touch bar, in order to make it work, you have to have VoiceOver enabled. And I learned to touch type on a traditional computer with tactile keys like this. So I don't want or need VoiceOver to touch type on a keyboard like this. You add an LCD touch bar at the top, that's going to make me less productive because then I've got to turn VoiceOver on just to be able to function with that touch bar because the pictures are small. They're too small for any visually impaired person to read. I could not tell. Like I could see that there were emojis, but I couldn't tell what they were. I just saw little yellow blobs, right? So it really was not practical to me. I don't want to have to turn touch or VoiceOver on to type because I just touch type anyway. I'd rather type with magnification on and then use the speech feature to read back my text. Of course, if you are even more severely visually impaired than I am and you need VoiceOver all the time, then maybe the touch bar will be a little bit more useful to you because you're using VoiceOver all the time. But for me, it just creates an extra step of having to turn VoiceOver on to use a touch bar, and I'm like, I'm not sure if that's going to really work for me. So I thought, you know what, for now I'm going to go with just the regular 13-inch, but again with the previous year just so I could get all those extra parts. But I think the next generation I'll probably will just get like one of the touch bar versions if they're not offering a non-touch bar version. And if anybody else has any positive experience with a touch bar, I would love to know. I just wanted to save some money on the purchase, and I'm open to the touch bar, but from what I saw in the store when I checked it out when I was overseas, not so convinced yet. That seems to echo the sentiments even of the non-disabled community out there. A lot of the other tech YouTubers out there are not completely convinced by the touch bar either. Some people say it's nice to have, other people say no, it's not worth it, or they're saying it's nice to have but not worth it if you're just an average user. Some are saying that it's just not worth it at all. So I'm not so convinced, but I haven't written it off altogether. I just figured not quite yet for me anyway. Sorry for babbling so long. Sorry I was away so long. If I ever manage to free my hard drive, my external hard drive, maybe I will get that other video up for you someday. It was actually on my iPhone that I'm filming on right now. I was telling you about how my experience has been over the past month, but now I've had actually over 2 months. Okay, my puppy says Happy New Year. And now I don't even know what I was saying. Oh yeah, the video was all about my iPhone, and I've actually now had 2 months, over 2 months now to use it, so I'll probably have to redo that darn video. Anyway, Happy New Year to you all. Oh, how can I forget? Sorry, hopefully you're still here. I just want to say thank you so much to all my fellow blind mice and friends of the blind mice that have subscribed to me over the last year. Actually, my channel turns 1 year old this month, and I started with just a handful of subscribers. Most of them were family and friends. Little bit by bit, slowly over the months, been gradually building my subscribers, and last time I checked I was at 322, which doesn't sound like a lot when you look at the the everyday YouTubers that have thousands and millions of subscribers. But for the little blind mouse that could, who just thought I was listening to one of my favorite band Placebo songs. I don't know if did I ever tell the story about, I know I told the story about what made me start the channel, but I don't know if I told you the story about the song. Well, I'm going to tell you the story about the song, so we'll make this video a little bit longer. So my favorite band in the whole wide world is Placebo. They're an alternative rock band based in the UK, and they have a song called Slave to the Wage. And basically it's all about taking a chance on a dream and basically kissing your day job goodbye and taking a chance and trying to go for your dream so that you're not stuck in a job that you're miserable about. Well, obviously I had no choice, because as any of you, my long time viewers know, I got laid off when the place I worked at closed down. I was gonna say last year, but I guess it's now 2 years ago. So yeah, I got laid off, and so one night I was just contemplating what the heck am I gonna do with my life. And so while I'm waiting for my next big break on the hamster wheel, I decided, I really love watching tech YouTube videos, but can a visually impaired person really do this? I mean, it's enough work for a sighted person. And actually the singer of the band Placebo, he took drama in school and he considered film work at one point, but I read in an interview somewhere that he decided not to go with it because it takes so long. Brian, not like you're ever going to be seeing this, but oh my gosh, I completely know what he's talking about. It takes forever. When I first started this channel, I was spending anywhere from 6 to 12 hours per video. That included filming, editing, rendering, uploading, doing all the tags so that you guys can actually find it when you're searching. Like, I don't think people realize how much work goes into videos, especially if you do lengthy videos like I tend to do. Then when I upgraded my RAM last summer, I managed to cut that time in half. So now it's anywhere from average is around 4 hours. Sometimes it stretches to 6. But I'm getting faster at doing the various things and whatnot. But anywhere from 3 to 6 hours is a heck of a lot better than 12. So a lot of work goes into this, and I don't know why I started babbling about how long it takes to do these videos. Oh yeah, just talking about the guy from Placebo. So yeah, he's fully sighted, able-bodied, and he didn't go into video because of how long it takes. And as a visually impaired person doing this, I can tell you it really takes a long time, and especially when you're using screen magnification. When I'm doing anything productive on the computer, I have to have the magnification up. So imagine you're editing video and you're only seeing a fraction of the screen. Like, that takes a lot of time, and it does take longer than the average sighted person. So it's a labor of love, and that's why also sometimes I do need to take a bit of a break. And you'll notice I originally started out doing a video every week. I had my blind mouse blitz last year where I did a video every day for like 5 days. I was like, oh my God, I'm not doing this on a regular basis. I don't know how people do this on a regular basis where they film a video every day. I mean, a lot of these bigger YouTube channels, some of them have somebody else editing their videos, so they just do the filming or the production or whatever, and then somebody else edits it in the background. But I am a one-person show. I'm not a business. I'm not a company. I am just a tech fan and consumer just like the rest of you. I film my own videos. I edit my own videos. It's a lot of work. So anyway, back to the thank you. Thank you for sticking around and for all of your positive feedback from the people who have been enjoying my endless babbling and my videos and whatnot. It really means a lot to me. I started this channel on a whim after listening to that Placebo song, which I'd heard many times before, but it wasn't until I got laid off and I thought, what can I do? Well, I'm waiting for my next big break on the hamster wheel. What can I do? And originally I thought, oh, maybe I could make this into a career, but honestly, just due to the work that's involved, I think I'm just going to keep it as a hobby for now. During 2017, I am sort of ramping up my job search a little bit more, so not sure how consistently I'll be able to do the videos this year. My plan was to do them every 2 weeks. We'll see how that goes. Anyway, I just want to say thank you, because it means a lot when you guys write in and you say that you enjoy my videos and that something I said helped you. And sometimes I'll do a video, I'm like, well, this is interesting to me. Hopefully it'll be interesting to somebody else. And it seems it is, because I keep getting awesome feedback from you guys. So thank you very much for all your support. Happy New Year to all my fellow blind mice. All the best to you all in 2017. 2016 was a tough year. Here's to better things in 2017 for everybody. Thanks again for watching. I'll talk to you in the next video. Here at Circle of the Blind Mice, I believe technology enriches the lives of those of us with visual impairments. My mission is to help you learn tech, use tech, and embrace tech. Please share this video to help spread the word to your fellow blind mice. And if you're new here, please subscribe for new videos every other Saturday. Thanks for watching.